This is TNT Sports' Adam Summerton, and you're listening to Three Fish on the Shirt.
This is John Tander. You're listening to Three Fish on the Shirt.
Hi, welcome to this week's Three Fish on the Shirt. Thanks for joining us once again. We really appreciate it, as many of you do every week, but not all of you subscribe, so it's free. So please subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. It helps the algorithm get us to the right places so that more people see our content. So if you could do that for us, just click the bell icon and click subscribe, and you'll be notified of future episodes. I'm Dave Dixon. I've got with me this evening, as always, the erstwhile Steve Risley, my fellow Pontoonite. Evening, Steve.
Evening, David. How are you?
I am very good, as it happens, and I think you might be too, if my instincts are correct.
Yeah, I was on a high yesterday after the 3-0 win against Crawley. Yeah. Fantastic game. Really good performance by Town. Yeah, it took me a while to come down off that one.
Yeah, it's the sort of dream performance we've been hoping for some time, isn't it? And not lost on most Mariners fans yesterday that there was nothing to moan about, really, was there? It was one of those performances which we'll get into later on. I just want to pick up first of all that first day atmosphere, first match of the season. It almost feels like back to school. It almost feels like you've got your uniform on, nicely pressed. You walk down again for the first time. It's a nice day. You're optimistic. You're looking forward to seeing your mates you haven't seen for a bit. And that's how I felt yesterday. And that was a good way to start the day.
Yeah, I did as well. I even decided to get a selfie with the mighty Mariner. I was that excited.
It is just for it's reversed for some reason. It looks like he's in the Osman end, but he's not.
I'm not. No. Give him the claw as well.
Yeah, definitely got the claw in. Yeah, so great day for a first game of the season. Shirt sleeve weather. Never seen so many Town shirts in my life of all three of the versions of it this year.
The different colours, yeah, absolutely.
I don't
Fantastic.
I don't know how long ago we had if ever, we've had three shirts that have been so universally popular.
I don't think they have. The club shop said to me when I bought mine, I said they've got nothing left hardly.
Well, yeah,
because all three are quality. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. They're all fantastic shirts.
You said the other night when we did the preview that was the case. But one thing I also noticed yesterday, and again, normally it's all done and dusted before the first game, is the club shop was absolutely rammed all the time. I was waiting for you, actually.
Queue, yeah.
Once I realised that there was zero chance of getting a drink in the fan zone, it was full. The queue for the club shop was massive. I thought it was the ticket office at first. People.
Yeah, I did when I arrived.
And it wasn't. It was a 1 in, 1 out massive queue for the blooming club shop. So it's still doing well. And kind of when you add up the shirt sponsorships, the stand sponsorships, the short sponsorships, the sales of 3 lots of shirts in times that are tough, 5,000 season ticket holders. You start to feel like the whole juggernaut is starting to roll now, don't you?
Yes, I think, and like Jason Stockwood saying, the club's in such a good position now everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's back.
Alignment, I think he called it on the interview. Didn't he?
Alignment, yeah. It's all aligned, and there's little things happening all the time. The pontoon has been sides have been covered in, haven't they?
Yeah.
So to get the atmosphere, just everything just seems to be building.
Yeah.
And
the
fantastic.
The Jamestown Analytics data collection and usage, working in recruitment for the first full season, as he was saying as well yesterday.
That's right. Yeah.
And a lot of the work was done before Joe Hutchinson went off to Lincoln. So they were pretty much then just tying up the business. So even through sort of change and turmoil, in that respect, everything was sort of fairly controlled, and we've already waxed lyrical about the announcements of the sign-ins and what the media team did, and it just felt like it was firing on all cylinders. And yesterday it was the first time to test out whether that was going to happen on the pitch. We'd had some sort of conflab in the morning about what the likely team was. One of the things that struck me about that was that whoever we picked, we were leaving some decent players out regardless yesterday.
That's right, yeah. I was picking the team, predicted the team, and I was like, well, pretty much got to go with the backbone of last year's team, apart from the new goalie and that.
Yeah.
And it was really, obviously, Svan Thorsen's injured, so he's had an operation, so he couldn't obviously play. But the rest of them, they've got to play, haven't they? Green, McEachran, and Rose. Obviously, didn't know he was actually injured. So
Rose is touch and go into independent on his.
Yeah, I predicted the team. I wasn't far off with it. So.
You had, Burns was the only one you had out, was it? Who did you have instead of Burns?
Rose. I had Rose in.
Oh yeah, you didn't know about Rose. So that's pretty fair, then, isn't it? Apart from your autocorrect, that also had you put in Labia up front, which was quite amusing.
Labia, yeah.
We did have a laugh in the morning about that. Never mind. Bloody autocorrect.
Yeah, well, I was trying to do it because I was, autocorrect. Yes.
Because we got somebody medical at home to explain these terms as well.
She explained it to me. Yeah.
Anyway,
I got a bit of a flap.
Bit of flap about it, yeah. And as long as you didn't give her any lip, that was the main thing. Anyway, moving on rapidly. So we went with Pym, Rogers at right back, Tham and McJanet in the middle, Sweeney at left back, McEachran, Corey and Green in the middle of the midfield, Burns, Vernon and Cabia up front. And there was a lot of excitement in the air, particularly after the last couple of games, the pre-season games, that if we'd have played anything like we did against Lincoln and Peterborough, that coming up against League Two sides, we could do some damage. And the atmosphere felt like everybody felt that.
Yeah, it did. It was. We started so quick. Everybody was on the right page, weren't they? And like the speed of the football, the pace and the movement was because last season, I mean, how many games did opponents they start better than us?
Yeah.
First 10 minutes and look like they're going to score and look like they're going to concede, but didn't even get anywhere near us.
Even in the games where we did get off to a good start and a fast start, if we didn't get anywhere, we ran out of steam pretty quickly, didn't we? And I think that was a feature of yesterday. One of the other things I noticed, and I did refer to it after the pre-season games, was the fact that we were in an atom all the time, never letting anybody settle on the ball, even if it was just getting a foot in and we didn't get a clean contact on the ball, just to disrupt the play. And that served us really well again yesterday, I thought.
Yeah, the press was working fantastic today.
And they kind of couldn't really break ours, could they?
No.
Yesterday we had communication from outside that said Greeny runs through, gets taken out by the keeper. Ref gives a penalty fairly quickly, and we all think, great, that must have been a clear pen. A couple of people text back saying never a pen. Actually, when I saw it, I think it was more of a pen than I was expecting.
Yeah, I saw it last night, and I was like, "Oh, his keeper's come out, and he's
just taking him out.
Greeny down." Yeah. I mean, he didn't really. He got the. Yeah, it's one of them like. He got the ball, maybe, but he took Greeny out.
In any other part of the field, you can win the ball but still foul someone.
That's right,
if you foul somebody in the penalty, it's a penalty. So it wasn't as harsh as I thought it was, given the comments we'd had back.
But, I watched it 2 or 3 times, and I thought, it's not clear cut, that. It's not,
You've seen
it's not like
an
obvious... it's not like a dive, was it?
No.
It was just the keeper took out, and Greeny, he took him out, really.
Yeah. So with a bet on for Town to win, Town to score first, Cabia to score, and more than 1.5 goals and more than 7.5 corners, who picks the ball up for the pen? Cabia. So I'm starting to feel like I'm quids in early on, but there's a long way to go. It was the 10th minute. So Vernon had a pen in the pre-season games against, I think it's the Peterborough game, and he tucked it away lovely in the bottom corner. And I thought, oh, maybe he's got some confidence to pick the ball up after that. What did you make of the way he took the penalty?
Oh, it was a perfect penalty. I mean, the keeper went the right way, didn't he? And he had to put it in right in that corner. But in his interview afterwards, he asked him, did he take the penalties for Truro, and he didn't.
No.
He wasn't a penalty taker. So I think he was going to take the penalties before the game. He decided.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody.
I said to you yesterday, one thing I like about a striker is that he's not frightened to pick the ball up. Say, I'm taking the pen. You want your striker, don't you?
Yeah.
Artel said it. He said it. And
you want your number 9 to pick the ball up, put it on the spot, and score.
If your number 9 didn't want a pen, you would have thought you'd be concerned. I would have thought. So
yeah,
pleased with that.
But he backs himself to score, doesn't he? He said that a few times. He backs himself.
I'll tell you what, the keeper got close to it.
Yeah. It was a hell of a penalty.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to show you now. You've seen this, so just these two pens. The one against Peterborough, Charles Vernon, is this one. And then now watch Cabia's penalty yesterday.
Yeah.
Nearly exactly the same.
Nearly identical there.
Yeah. Unbelievable. So he did a great job. And Town are flying after 10 minutes, which is always a good thing at home, especially when there's a decent crowding, because how many times have we seen Town shit themselves in front of nearly 7,000 people?
Yeah. Well, if we do get in front, but it's not often we get a result like that, 3-0 in front of a
sorry,
crowd.
Say sorry, Steve.
No, I say it's nearly all Town fans, wasn't it?
Yeah.
6,800.
Yeah, and 220 from Crawley.
And
then we didn't give up. We didn't let up at all. We just carried on, didn't we? So there was a ball in that I think Greeny headed over, and McJanet was running in behind him. We didn't actually know who it was, and we finally, looking at replays, decided it was Greeny. And then they repeated the trick a couple of minutes later. That's clearly something that's been worked on. And McJanet planted the ball in for the second goal on half an hour, but it was nothing less than Town deserved.
Oh no, we were relentless really on the press, and the passing was fast. The movement, the skill, little balls. Vernon was superb.
Cabia was everywhere, wasn't he? As David Artel referred to him, he's a pest, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, we hadn't really had that. Well, we have with Danny Rose, but
McAtee's a bit like that, but Cabia's a bit different. He's a bit younger and he's a bit faster.
Yeah, and he gets behind a bit more, doesn't he?
Yeah,
and he's getting him running.
Yeah, I think that's more so than the others. He also had a couple of occasions where he chased the keeper down and created danger where there was none. So
that's right. Yeah,
put the ball in the lower Findus. Sorry, Ramsden's, giving us
the Ramsdens,
to use a rugby term, field position. When we were just sort of waiting for the keeper to launch the ball forward.
Second half, their keeper was in panic mode a few times. He was getting frustrated, and then the fans started chucking the paper airplanes from big cardboard.
Was the ones that went straight through the net. That was right.
Yeah,
people were so accurate. But the other thing that was weird about the goalkeeper was his shirt. It was bizarre. It had a big number on the front. No advertising. No logo on the front. And it was about 10 sizes too big for him. And a few people commented on that today. You'll see it on the. You'll have seen it on the replay for the penalty just now. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird one. Wonder if the goalie kit hadn't arrived at Crawley just yet.
Might have done, yeah. Might not have done.
But no, so to Town of 2-0 to the good, fully deserved. Cabia causing all sorts of problems. One other interesting point that Artel made about the penalty, he said, that our penalty might have been harsh, but there was 2 or 3 others that could quite easily have been given. One of which was when Cabia at the bar and he's having his shirt pulled, and he said, had he not got his shot off, the ref was ready to send him off and give a penalty. Which is why didn't he? Why didn't he?
Yeah, why didn't you? That's weird. I heard that. Yeah, I thought, well, if he hadn't got a shot off, then he's got a penalty and probably scored. So that's a bit of a strange one. That.
So anyway,
but there was McCracken had his shirt pulled in front of the pontoon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There
was plenty.
That was a penalty, and then there was another one as well. So but think the ref had already given us one. So
I said yesterday to the guys in front of us, there's times where you think if the ref's realised he's made a ricket of the first one, that he's going to be a bit shyer to give another one. But anyway, it all ends up, we were crowing at half time, weren't we, about the scoreline and the performance. And we're just hoping that we got more of the same in the second half. I think second half, Town came out and Crawley tried to have a go. I think they got.
They did, they tried to get the ball.
10 minutes into the half, they had their first shot on target to ironic cheers from the Crawley fans. That was quite amusing. I watched an away fans version of that this morning, and that was quite apparent, the jeering when they saw it, because it was
shot on target.
It was their only shot on target.
Yeah, but it was hardly a shot either, was it? It was
well, you and I could have picked it up.
That's right. Yeah. So Pim was only save of the day.
Yeah, but leading on to stats, we had 20 shots to 5, 6 on target, and they had one shot on target, and that was it. The other one, they had the only other moment of danger was when I think there was a bit of a kerfuffle with Town. I can't remember who missed it, but Tishmanga nipped in and flipped it over the bar. But even that.
Oh yeah, Tam, I think he tried to head it back to the goalie, and he should have cleared it. And but I noticed afterwards on that on the highlights, but Pim came out to talk to him to Tam, and he they weren't shouting or anything like that. They were just talking about, just said, "Oh, you know, maybe you should have cleared it that way," but there was no finger pointing or anything like that. I mean,
Pim made one save, and that was the one, I think, where it trickled to him and he picked it up to ironic cheers.
I've never seen a dominant performance like that for a long time.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because as I'm looking at the stats, it says touches in the opposition box, Town 46, Crawley 9.
Yeah, that's I can only remember them being in the box.
Right, I can't.
First half, in front of us, there was nothing.
It's very strange. Their keeper made 3 saves to our 1, and he made a couple of quite good saves, did their keeper, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
10 corners to 3. So lots of stats pointing towards the fact that the most important stat said that that we were totally dominant. Other than possession, which is strange in football these days, because I wouldn't have said that Crawley had much possession. They certainly didn't have much. They certainly didn't have much dangerous possession, that's for sure. Maybe that's why we thought that. But that's the only stat where you think they had any possession. I think again somebody corrected me and said, "Yeah, but they've probably just passed it around themselves at the back or whatever." So,
I don't remember doing that a lot, to be honest.
No, and the same. Which is why I'm a little bit surprised. So Crawley had their little spell. We went back on the attack again. Burns had a bit of an effort, blocked. So he looked really disappointed to have his head on his hands. Again, the play, we didn't give up. We were relentless trying to get that ball back.
Relentless is the word, I think. We just kept on.
Somebody on the radio before me yesterday, on BBC after the game, they referred to the fact that we were, I'm assuming he said effing relentless, because Ollie on the radio said I can't say some of the words on this tweet.
Well, I'd say the second half they got frustrated. They were getting frustrated. You could see there was some tackles. There was 1 or 2 over the top tackles, and I think McEachran, I haven't mentioned him yet. I thought he was man of the match personally. That's the best I've seen him play.
Yeah, it was although it was hard to pick one yesterday, I think.
It was, but McEachran is a joy. He's a joy to watch. Yesterday he was superb.
Yeah, it was interesting.
And I think they were getting a bit annoyed with him doing a few little step overs and drag backs, and so
it was interesting. Jason Stockwood's reference on the radio as well to that yesterday about him. Oh, you'd be pleased to have kept hold of him in the window.
Yeah, he said. He said, "Oh, yeah, you've done well to keep hold of him in this window." And he went, "Why do you say that?" Well, you know how it goes in football. He's a good player. Lots of clubs in for him. He says, "Well, why shouldn't he be here?" We're a progressive club. Yeah, that's why he should want to be here. That's why he's here. Yeah. It's like, yay!
Well, shut you up, not you.
He did, yeah.
Matt Dean.
Straight back at him, didn't he? Straight back at him. So why shouldn't he be here?
Yeah, so following the attack from Burns, the ball gets sort of bobbled about. Crawley don't manage to clear the ball away from the edge of the box. And Corey finds himself there with in amongst the players, and he just thinks, I'm going to have a pop here. And he hit it as nearly as accurately as he did to the one against Colchester. It flew in low down, great strike in front of the pontoon. Everybody's in absolute raptures.
Yeah, I mean, I heard on the replay. I mean, I said it. I think at the time, I just went shoot, just because I remember that goal from Colchester, and I heard it on a few people saying shoot, and he did and went straight. And he did his Robbie Keane.
Just because the fans say shoot doesn't necessarily mean that they always should.
No,
sometimes like that.
He doesn't do his somersault now, though, does he? I don't know if he does that Robbie Keane. I think he does the old pointy bit, the gun, but I don't think he's perfected the role.
He don't want to injure himself. That was a great to see, and that's something. If he can add a few goals to his game, is continuing to grow in here, and that's something he has done over the last couple of seasons. And
I put a comment on the Facebook about his goal. I said he needs to have 10 goals this season.
Yeah,
personally, to get him to get 10 goals.
Yeah,
and he can do it.
He got 3 or 4 last year, didn't he? He started already.
Yeah, he's just having the confidence to start to, shoot, and and he scored on his first game of the season. Great stuff.
So although Crawley had that little better spell, 64 minutes, 3-0, and as you say, you sensed that Crawley were getting a bit frustrated, or a bit of a kick out.
They're getting a bit arsey, I think.
Yeah, they took Gav Holohan off, who I'd forgotten was coming back until you reminded me the night before. I was pleased to see he got a good round of applause when he went off. I expect it might have been different if he'd have scored a couple of goals and they'd been winning 2 or 3-0. But no, it was nice to see he got a good reception, because I've nothing but respect for Gav Holohan. He was a great pro for us. And
he was a great pro. Really like Gav. He got a better reception than Clifton got, didn't he?
Yeah, so, but he didn't feature in the game much, did he? There was one big moment where him and Corey had a clash, and Corey came off slightly better out of the challenge. But not a lot of impact on the game at all.
No, he misplaced some passes yesterday.
There was one was quite a spectacular cross he knocked into the box, and it flew out miles over the nearly hit us, I think, in the pontoon. Maybe
he was a bit nervous coming back.
Maybe. Anyway. But no,
I was just
we had that real good feeling. And you said something about substitutions yesterday.
Substitutions, yeah, it was like 70 minutes or something. And I was like, no subs, come on. And I said, we don't need them. Because they're all looking fit. But then Greeny did a couple of lung bursting runs down the wings, and I thought that's his last two runs, I think. And then did he go off at 77 minutes? So.
But your point was that we didn't really feel like we needed any at one point, did we?
No, we didn't. Sometimes you're crying out for subs to come on at you, and he's like, come on, make a change and all that. But there was actually no point, because everybody was still motoring and playing well.
It felt like we were able to do it as a luxury, didn't we? So Walker came on. And I had a quick conversation with Jamie's family this morning, who came down from Edinburgh, and they had a fantastic day. They really enjoyed it. So that was
great.
It'd be nice to see them back at Blundell Park. So the Walkers who came down from Edinburgh, or the representatives of the family.
Very good.
Pleased you had a great day, and look forward to you getting back to Blundell Park. But was able to bring on Walker, Amalazor, Brown, Gardner, which is great to see them guys on. And I noted that David Artell's one of his proudest things about pre-season was being able to have 7 academy guys on the pitch at Boston. He said he was really pleased with that, and he said they've really well deserved, getting on the pitch yesterday.
And they had 3 on at the end of the game yesterday. It was Curry, Gardner, and Brown. I thought Brown was excellent when he came on.
Good when he came on. Yeah.
He was everywhere. Well, obviously hungry, but skill. He's a very skillful player. Gardner did well.
Not frightened to try stuff out. And
no, he's got a good future, Brown.
Yeah,
really like him.
You can see why that is. Again,
they all did well. All the subs.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, one of the things Artell referred to was he said he thought Rhys Staunton was really unfortunate to miss out yesterday, and he said he's been one of the most impressive players in pre-season yet. He struggled to get him in the team yesterday. And again, that points to our strength in depth, I think, this season.
Yeah, and then you've got Rose, Svan Thorson come back.
Yeah.
Where the hell going?
And possibly
Geezer
strengthening from loans as well. Yeah, Geezer didn't get used yesterday.
Geezer didn't come on. Loan market. Yeah, I think we probably need to look at a fullback, don't we?
Yeah,
right, fullback.
I think that's probably all we're going to need, because
the
number of players we can't get into the side now, obviously you're going to have injuries, but we've got, at the moment at least, greater availability than we've had in a long time. So fingers crossed.
I mean, striker wise, we might need.
Yeah.
Maybe we've got Rose, Cabio, Gardner.
Yeah.
They're out and out strikers. Maybe Amaluza, can he come on? Can he play up front?
He's a sort of wideish forward, isn't he? And Walker as well.
Yeah.
So.
And there's the loan market in there. You can bring somebody in.
Yeah. Vernham can play pretty forward as well. So we're quite versatile. We've got a lot more strength in depth. And when the final whistle went yesterday, I think there's almost a sense of not disbelief, but a justification of the pre-match optimism that was kind of, yes, get in. And of course, we were top of the league as well, which is about meaningless as it can possibly be on the first day of the season. But we'll have it. Of the league. We'll have it while it's going.
That's got to be our highest position for the last probably 18 years, isn't it? Or something?
And our most positive goal difference for at least a year and a half.
Well, so many positives yesterday. Say clean sheets, 3 goals, good goals. I've just seen on there another thing I didn't see: no bookings.
Yeah.
Which is very rare. We normally get the odd booking, don't we? So even got a penalty given them, was a bit harsh on them, but hey ho.
Well, last season at this time, probably 10, 15 games in, we were bemoaning the level and the bar we need to cross for a penalty to be given to us. And it was so high that in one game, I referred to it yesterday, Vernon was nearly cut in half, no pen. And you're thinking, Christ, you've seen stuff given a lot softer.
Some of the penalties we should have had last season. It's just ridiculous. But we got a good one yesterday. And just pity we didn't. I was anything I sort of wish we'd got another goal. I know, greedy. 4-0 is a.
Well, it's a statement win anyway, but
it is against Crawley, who's
legal. And one of the things David Ertel said, you'll never catch me saying I'm completely happy. There's always something, and he was quite stoic about that. But that's what we want in a culture that's progressing, isn't it? I wanted to run through quick the new signings that appeared yesterday and just talk about how they did. Him, hard to tell, didn't have to do.
Man of the match for me. Didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't do anything.
I had somebody say that on the radio, saying, "Well, some people were saying Pim because he did everything perfectly."
Yeah, so, there was one fellow who was on after me said that he could have gone in goal and probably done just as well.
Yeah.
So I think the level of confidence he gave, his kicking was brilliant. Even his kicking out to wide, he was putting the ball in the air for Vernon to knock on, and Vernon was getting his head on everything. He was leaping like the proverbial salmon in an area where you're just talking about winning the ball. You're not talking about scoring a goal. And he was putting it to play. There was no spooning the ball out. So clearly, the outgoing goalkeeper took his banana-shaped boots with him because they weren't still in the cupboard to be used at the game. So Pim, jury's out, but like the level of confidence he gives us in the back line. Clean sheet, fully deserved, but he didn't have to do much.
He did a few. Well, he did a bit of with his feet. They were playing play out from the back.
And he did that well.
But I noticed, I think I said to Andy, I said they were trying to. He wanted to play out, but they had 2 players on our players, and he decided quite quickly to change his mind. He said, "Get upfield, I'm kicking it long."
And that's the level of confidence I'm talking about. He just never thought, "Oh my God, what's he going to do with it?" Last year, we were.
Well, I think he would have still tried to play out from the back.
We'd have all been shitting ourselves.
Even though it's too risky, he didn't have the confidence to change his mind and say, "Get up." I don't think I ever saw him do that. Right, forget that. I'm going to kick it long, and probably because he couldn't kick the ball straight. I don't know. Bless him.
And Pim's kicking was crisp, and got a good vibe about him, even though you couldn't really tell
I wasn't panicked at all, even though when he started to play a little bit from the back, he looked like he knew what he was doing.
Confidence that gives the back four as well. It's got to help, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, I think with Wright last year, great shot stopper, but I don't think he had the confidence to play out with his feet.
Agreed.
And you got to be able to do that.
Yeah. Next up is Sweeney, Jaden Sweeney. What do you make of
Very
him?
good.
Dare I say, might even look like an upgrade.
What, on Denver who?
Yeah, Denver who?
Denver who? No, he looked excellent. Really, really good. Linked up lovely with Vernon down that side.
Attacked but defends as well. And I think if
Town, lovely.
Take out the bitterness of him going to Fleetwood, which doesn't feel like a step up in Town fans' eyes. You'd be hard pressed to find a Town fan that thought he was a fantastic defender, much as they loved him going forward and the way he got us forward.
Yeah, it's a shame he went, but he was good. I liked him, but he defensive wise. But I think this guy's he could be better than Hume, and the way he got in, he didn't put any like crosses like Hume did. His forte was crossing.
Yeah,
fantastic crossing, but Sweeney was more linking in the box with Vernon, little triangles, and I loved it watching that.
And he was one of those players that just instinctively seemed to know where everybody was, and whose passing was accurate and crisp and quick.
Superb. There was quite a few moves like that, little triangles, and Vernon and Sweeney, and they just seemed to know what they were doing. Like, and there was even the odd back heel in there somewhere at one point. I thought Tony Reese resurfaced.
Yeah.
But it was a joy to watch.
The ghost of Tony Reese.
It was almost like Buckley days, some of the passing.
It was as close to it would have been for a long time, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Just out of interest, I note that Jordan Wright was playing in the team for Newport yesterday, but he wasn't. He was only on the bench, and he's squad number 28, and they've got a number 1, so he's moved to Newport as a number 2.
Right.
That's interesting.
Yeah. That's our next home game, isn't it? Newport.
Yeah. So interesting that.
But Sweeney is excellent.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and again, feels like an upgrade, and I thought that from the pre-season games that I'd seen, and I still think it. Jace Cabia.
He was all right.
He's all right.
He was excellent, and he looks like he's hungry for it. He's got his goal. He looked fast. It looks like he's come up 2 levels, but they asked him that in the interview about was it harder today than when you come up 2 levels. He didn't phase him. He says he seems to say, well, no, it's okay. And their defender that Artel said about it, for experienced player, I can't remember his name, and he did him a couple of times. Conroy, because I see one of their fans saying that he's got fed up with him. Conroy's strutting around the pitch like he owned the place, like he was, and he was getting done by our young striker, which is great.
And it was great to hear David Artel smugly being asked about him and saying, "Oh, he looks like he might be a fan's favourite." He said, "Yeah, he's a pest, isn't he? He's a pest."
Yeah, he said, put it this way, I would like to defend against him.
I thought it was great. He said, because Artel, of course, famously is a big centre half, isn't he?
Centre half, yeah.
And he said one of the things about when we looked at him when he signed him was, would I want to play against him? No. So we'll have him. And he said he's confident, but I like that. He sounds like he's confident, but not in a cocky way. He's got cheeky, chappy sort of confidence about him.
No, you've got to have confidence as a striker, really. But it's a big move for him. You know what I mean? Coming in, given a number 9 shirt at Grimsby Town, and he doesn't seem to be lacking any confidence.
No, and like I say, he was an absolute.
Could become a big player for us.
Yeah, and I think if your number 9's a talisman and it gets the fans off the seats, which he did yesterday, you're going to be a fan's favourite, and B, you're going to serve the club well, and long may it continue. Our only danger is we don't want anybody to be that good that they bugger off.
No, that's right. I think what I liked as well, he didn't tend to wander. He didn't go down the wings more. No. I think he stayed in the middle quite a lot and let Vernon and the wingers do that job, and he just stayed in the middle really, which is what I know. My dad always used to go on about Bogle when he was here. He said, "Oh, he always wanders off, goes down the wings too much and stuff. Needs to be in the box."
I think sometimes if you've got deficiencies in the team, and they're not getting much of the ball, that's when they can go wandering looking for the ball, don't they? They end up out of position, not where they should be when the ball does come in.
But I say, go back to sorry, was on new players, weren't we? Sweeney was superb.
Pim, Sweeney, Cabia,
Cabia was man of the match. Yeah, superb.
He was man of the match at the ground. You thought it was McEachran, but I think it's.
I thought it was McEachran, but
I think other people
being the new guy and scored on his debut, and I think he deserved it really. He's coming into a big club.
You wouldn't begrudge him it, even though you thought it was McEachran. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Next one I've got on my list of new signings to run the rollover was actually somebody we signed in the window, which is Dara Burns. He signed for 2.5 years, so he's really signed for 2 years from this window. He was really only used kind of a little bit in desperation last year. I don't think it was ever the intent because of the way the league systems work. There was a bit of a gap. Sorry, there's not a gap between the seasons. I think they wanted to not overplay him because he'd played a full season in Ireland. Get him rested up in the summer, get a full season into him. And he's dropped into where we expected him to come and play as a winger. And I think over the last 2 or 3 games, the indication that David Artell fancied him in that position was that's where he played against Lincoln and Peterborough. It's exactly where he played yesterday, and I thought he was brilliant as well.
Yeah, he was really good. He some lovely crosses.
Yeah, and he loves to take a man on as well. Which again, how long have we missed that? You get the position where you're right back, or as much as I like them as players, your likes of and again, I don't know how much of it's coached into them. Players that run down the wing and then put the foot on the ball and cut into and stand on it for 10 seconds, wait for everybody to get back, and then run out of ideas. We didn't do that. We played with them running back toward their own goal, which is always,
that's right.
always better for me. And he was an architect for that yesterday.
Yeah, he was excellent. The best I've seen him play. Like you say, he was like a new signing.
And that's why I put him in the list, because that's how I felt about it. When we spoke to Bill Gain from the Irish football blog, his take on Burns was at one point he was the best player in Ireland in the Irish league. So he comes well recommended, and fingers crossed that continues, because on the evidence of yesterday and the previous 2 pre-season games, there's a lot to be excited about. And then the other 2 sorry, Steve.
No, I was going to say, if Van Thorsen was fit, he would probably started yesterday, and Burns probably not.
Yeah, you would have expected him to, and it creates that little bit of a fight for a place, doesn't it? And so everybody's hungry, hopefully, and nobody gets peed off.
Yeah.
As David Artell said many a time, the culture is we want everybody to be ready because they might be needed at any time. Nobody's out of the picture, and so it's a tough job for a manager to have a wealth of riches that he's got to keep happy.
Absolutely.
So the other 2 lads who made a bit of a cameo appearance yesterday was the new lad from Bradford, Jamie Walker. What did you make of him when he came on?
I thought he's lively. He's is he centre midfield, so just behind
the striker.
Yeah, I thought he was he did okay. Didn't get on the ball loads. I remember he did initially, but then
he did get out wide a couple of times in support of Brown and played some nice little football. One that Brown just underhit it, but the idea was right, and it was exciting stuff, which is again what we want to see. He's not frightened of a tackle either. He went sliding into one of their blokes at one point.
He was getting, he did get a couple of tackles, and he was. I don't think he's any. What's the word? He's not scared of it, is he?
When he left Bradford, one of their fans did a little montage of thanks for all, cheers and thanks for all the fish, Jamie, sort of thing. And there's one where he ran in a bit like he did that tackle yesterday, where he ran in from about 30 yards away and just planted into the bloke. So he's certainly not frightened to have a go.
Yeah.
And then the other player that came on was Amal Azor. I thought
he was good. He was
a different kind of threat.
Yeah. He put himself about a bit, and got in down that right side, didn't he? He looked strong. I think he got a shot. He had a couple of shots, I think.
And if only that overhead kick had have come off. That would have been fantastic, wouldn't it?
That was funny. Bloody hell, I don't know what he's trying to do there. Trying to do the pontoon, greatest goal ever in front of the pontoon.
Yeah, it was audacious. He left it off, and it was definitely a decent effort.
Could have injured himself doing that.
Yeah, but he looks a big handful, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He can play down the middle as well. Obviously, he's more of a winger, right winger. It's quite big for a winger, you know what I mean? But he could be useful in down the middle if we need something like that. So
he's got a shot on him as well. I mean, the winner against Peterborough, Sweeney was hovering about for was a shot from right outside the box, and he had a pop yesterday. Went high and wide, but he's not frightened to have a crack, and that's
he's like the oldest one we've signed, isn't he? 28.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So yeah,
no, Walker's the oldest, 32.
Walker, all right, yeah.
But we've got that blend of youth and experience, haven't we now?
So he looked a handful. Yeah, he could be an asset.
And then we had our two young lads on in Brown and Gardner, and you've already said about Henry Brown.
Superb.
He looked good, didn't he? Tricky.
Yeah, he's skillful. He's got a trick. He was everywhere when he came on. He got loads of touches of the ball.
He's developing and looked a bit stronger. I remember not last year, the year before. Sorry, not this season at Cleethorpes. The year before in the pre-season game he played.
Yeah,
and he looked like a kid playing with the blokes. Now he looks like now he looks like a young bloke playing with the blokes.
But he stood out that day. I remember. I just thought we didn't know who they were, and I was like, "Who's this kid?"
Yeah.
And you know somebody.
Yeah.
And I thought he looks good, and then we finally found out it was Henry Brown.
Yeah, he looks about 12, didn't he? A year ago.
He did, yeah. Now he looks about 14. So
he looks like a young man now, but certainly.
Yeah, I was very impressed with him. He's got a future.
And then Cam Gardner, good to see him back.
And he looked good as well.
I just want him to get a goal or two, because I think once he starts, and starts knocking him in, his confidence will go through the roof.
I think he's not trying too hard. He's when he come on, he's not staying in the middle. He was trying to get the ball. You want to get on the ball, don't you?
Yeah.
When you come on, and he did, and he made some nice passes.
Yeah.
But he's got to stay near the goal a bit more, I think, to score.
I mean, he could be quite creative as well, because against Salford last year away, he created one of the goals just by his nuisance and his presence. And I think when you're a young lad, it takes some getting used to knowing how to use your body to get in. He's clearly well thought of, because they gave him a 3-year deal they gave him to sign him up.
Yeah, 77. He came on 77 minutes. Yeah, so
they recognise his value to the club.
Yeah, I think he just needs a goal, and then. But it's hard, isn't it, when you come in on sub? You want to try and
you try and make an impact. It's a big atmosphere. You've been out for a while, but that again, that's the club model, isn't it? Is if he turns out to be a great player and he's on a 3-year deal, somebody comes in for him later on, it's an opportunity for the club to sell and reinvest. Same with KB.
That's right.
We do it. It does end up being so fantastic for us that it's a problem.
That's right. David Attell he's always said about Gardner. He's always said he's going to be a great player for this club. So he's that's what I love about Attell. He always likes to praise the academy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The youth and that, and which is great.
Yeah, and give them the chance. I mean, as he said, Reece Staunton was unlucky to miss out yesterday altogether, because these lads deserve to be in. So
that's he talks about players that are not in the squad as well. It's not just the
No, so that's all really, really encouraging. I think the only other person that got on the pitch was Terrell Warren, and he was pretty competent as he jumped on to replace Rogers. So again, just demonstrating that strength and depth.
Yeah, now it's all good. I mean, hopefully we clear injuries as well from yesterday. I don't hear any. No substitutes were for injuries.
Nobody limped off, did they?
No, so that's all good. He's going to have a selection headache when he gets Svan Thorsen fit and Rose fit, and
Yeah,
Gilson, is it? Gilson's when he comes back, and just
shows the level of challenge for places we've got, and the fact that Dave Artell's going to have a nice problem, if you like.
Get your money on town for the championship, I say.
Yeah, well, there's always the way. It's only one game, but as I said yesterday on the radio, it's one game. And as Dave Artell said yesterday, it's one game, but you'd much sooner win it than lose it 3-0, wouldn't you?
Oh, you must, definitely. You don't. I must rather be top than bottom.
Exactly.
I know it's league table. Doesn't mean anything.
But almost the most meaningless league table. But when you're there on the top, it's like savor it.
Well, it was photographing it.
Yeah. Hang it in the Louvre, as somebody said yesterday.
Hang it in the Louvre.
Stop the season now. Stop the count.
Let's stop now. That'll do us.
One game season.
We'll see.
So I think we've pretty comprehensively talked about yesterday's match, and decent crowding as well, just over 6,800. I think it was a couple more than 6,800. So 6,806, 220 from Crawley, which means the town fans got out and backed the team well yesterday, and I thought vocally they did too. So that's good.
Yeah, lost you there.
I was going to say, vocally, we backed the side too. I thought the fans were great yesterday.
Yeah, fans, the atmosphere was fantastic. Yeah. It was, all the way through. Really good. And then got a goal at our end. At least we got one goal at our end, didn't we, in the pontoon?
Yeah.
To everybody, to a man. Even I'd say Harvey Rogers mentioned him. He's having to play right back yesterday.
Yeah. You'd struggle to put anybody less than an 8 yesterday, wouldn't you? Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was. Nobody was a 7. I wouldn't put anybody as a
7. Nobody's a 7 out of 10. No, nobody. It was all absolutely on it yesterday.
Excellent.
So I think privately, David Artell would like to sort of say how good we were yesterday, but he likes to keep it down.
On the ground. There's a big difference between doing that in the manner we did yesterday and playing it down, and just playing it down when you scrape to 1-0 like we used to. If we'd won.
Yeah, I think he might, behind the doors, he might say, "Look, that's brilliant. That's what I wanted."
Yeah.
And
but still want more.
He got it.
And I think that's the one thing is that he does want more. So coming to the reason we ended up top, i.e. the rest of the results, just a quick whiz through, pending our predictions from the other night in terms of the league table. Again, you can't read too much into the first game results, but it's interesting to see some of the little things that developed yesterday. So Accrington won, Gillingham won. So Gillingham normally fast out the blocks, didn't lose, but they didn't win. Accrington get their first point on the board. Barnet 0, Fleetwood 2. Denver Hume started in a winning fashion in a 5-man defence by the looks of the layout on the news pages at least. Maybe they don't trust him to play without 5 of them at the back.
Must probably see him defend.
Maybe so. Interestingly, the first goal of Davies is on 22 minutes for Fleetwood. The Barnet goalkeeper, for some inexplicable reason, went on a journey, a jolly of his own, to run down the wing about halfway in his own half, and took on the Fleetwood winger.
Dreadful, wasn't it?
Lost the ball, and it was a free run to goal.
Well, I think he did it before. I've seen it. Yeah, he did it a little bit before that and got away with it, and then he did it again.
We've probably seen how many times it would take for it to go wrong. If it was what it was doing. So probably no surprise there that Fleetwood got the win. This one was a bit of a surprise. Bristol Rovers 0, Harrogate 1.
That is a surprise for me, because I've got Harrogate down to go down, I think.
Yeah. So that was a bit of a challenge for Bristol Rovers. In their lineup, I'm just seeing. Just seeing if our old mate was playing. Conte was playing, with Josh McEachran is playing alongside him.
His brother,
midfield, George McEachran.
George's brother, I didn't know that till yesterday. I was looking, and Conte and McEachran. Conte was overrated. Sorry, in my opinion.
Well,
when he was here.
Does that not show what good bit of business it was?
Oh, it's a good bit of business. That's one of the best bit of business we've done for years. That. Because he went, and I just thought, well, he's not a loss. I can't remember who replaced him now. Was it? What McEachran was it? Was it?
No, what was it?
Might have been, actually.
So Cass was playing for Harrogate. Lewis Cass. Ben Fox was on the bench.
He's not a loss either.
Mariners. No, Cass. I agree. I think if he's not playing and don't want to be there, then let him go.
No.
Cambridge 1, Cheltenham 0.
Yeah, Eastwood in goal.
Eastwood in goal. I noticed that he's their number 1 as well. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Out of the 2 keepers, it's almost a little bit surprising that Eastwood was the number 2, but based on what we saw, especially when he came back in, we'd probably have agreed with him being the number 1. So that was interesting. Chesterfield 1, Barrow 0. Goal on the stroke of half time for Mark and Day. 8,000 in at Chesterfield. See them off to a winning start against Barrow. Barrow could be a team that either surprise and do well or don't. And they've run Colchester close yesterday, but I have a feeling they might struggle this year.
Might struggle, yeah.
Colchester 1, Tranmere 1. Colchester off to a point at home. Former Town player Connor Jennings scored for Tranmere early on.
Connor Jennings, yeah.
And Colchester equalised in the last couple of minutes to deny Tranmere a winning start. I don't think Tranmere can have as bad a season as they had in previous years.
Decent result for Tranmere, I guess. Colchester.
Good sort. You don't lose your first away game. You'd be reasonably happy with that, wouldn't you? And they've just looking at the signings that they've made. I don't know many of the signings that Colchester made, but I know that from Tranmere they've signed Richie Smallwood. We played in the midfield yesterday for him. And they've still got Mari Patrick up front with Jennings, and they got a goal, which is one of their challenges last season was scoring in front of any fans for that matter. And we'll hope to get Sven Thorson back in time to pop Amari Patrick back in his pocket.
Again, yeah. God, he nicked the ball off him 5 or 6 times that game, didn't he?
It was
brilliant.
To say that on the night, he was probably before the game one of the ones we were most worried about. Yeah, he was. He was a letdown in terms of.
MK Dons.
Yes, yeah. Dons 0-0 with Oldham. That's a bit of a flat start for them. They're very tight at the back, but not doing a lot up front, which is a surprise really, because the state of their signings has been almost stratospheric for the League Two, hasn't it? They've got Mendes, Lang, signed a lad the other day from Chef Wednesday, Patterson.
Patterson, yeah. He didn't like. He was sub.
Yeah.
Will Collar, Nemani, he was on the bench.
Yeah.
Nemani,
yeah.
Nemani, yeah.
Patterson was on the bench as well. So so they're flattered to deceive there with the signings. And Oldham first game back, I would think they'd be really happy with that away from home, clean sheet.
Yeah,
and
it'd be a good result for them really overall. Yeah. What the stats was? MK Dons never had a shot on target.
So it was a challenge to win a game if you don't do that, isn't it?
63% possession, no shot on target. That's a bit awful at home, isn't it?
Yeah,
I still think they're not going to do that well this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost a lazy prediction, isn't it, to say they're going to win it, because, and I fell to the trap, as you'll see. If you look at the season preview, I fell into the trap. It was almost irresistible to do it, given the level of player, and that, bear in mind, that was before they signed this lad from Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, anyway, it's a shame. Lovely ground. Shit team.
Yeah. Salford got off to a poor start against Crewe. Crewe are the team that's a little bit not marmiting whether you like them or not, marmite as to whether they're going to do any good or not. After the last 2 seasons, they've had a good start and then dropped off. Again, they've got off to a good start, but a terrible start for Salford at home. Was it 3-0 down at half time? No, 3.
Yeah.
No, the final score was the score at half time, 3-1.
3-1. Guy scored own goal.
He scored at both ends in the first 16 minutes. Of the season.
Yeah, so I saw the own goal. It was awful.
All happening for him, wasn't it? And then Thomas scored twice for Crewe too. But again, look at that. It's a local game, that 4,000 there. I mean, Crewe's only an hour up the road, isn't it?
I hope Salford go down, but they won't. But
New boys from League One: Shrewsbury 0, Bromley 0. So again, there's a few worried about Shrewsbury looking at the predictions from across social media and YouTube channels and things like that. There's a lot of things that Shrewsbury of the teams that have come down are one of the ones that are going to drop right.
To a Carlisle.
Yeah, or a Scunny or whatever you want to call it.
Scunny, yeah.
Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
But yeah, the 5,800 there to see him with Bromley. Again, Bromley will be reasonably happy with a 0-0 draw away from home, I guess.
Yeah, they would be happy with that.
The next one really broke me out. Walsall 2, Swindon 1. I was really gutted for Ian Runaway, Holloway.
Late winner as well, wasn't it?
90 plus 1 minute, and he got saw his arse about their fans throwing a seat at the goalkeeper or something.
Did he?
So,
Brendan Conley, sorry, got sent off. He's
former
played
Mariner, Brendan Conley.
Yeah, he's former Mariner on loan from QPR.
Yeah, we signed him on loan from Carlisle, I think, when we got him.
That was QPR, I think.
Oh, was it? I think he went to Carlisle at some point after, or he'd been at Carlisle before.
So poor old Holly went away. Yeah. Sorry, Baldy.
No time for the guys. At least best men
did.
So moving on, Newport, least entertaining team of the last season. 0-0 draw specialists. Game was delayed by an hour because of the stadium being evacuated due to a medical emergency. And
that's why it was delayed.
I can only assume it was delayed because they brought a helicopter onto the pitch. And I wonder if they thought if there's anything went wrong with the helicopter, that it was too dangerous to have that in the middle of the pitch. Right. Anyway, once the game got going again, Newport took the lead through Garner on 49, and Jones scored a penalty on 65 to equalise for Notts. But as I said before, the ex-Mariners in the Newport contingent were not in the team.
No.
There was the keeper Wright on the bench, Anthony Glennon on the bench. So they've clearly got fed up with him as well. So didn't take long, did it?
I see Jaden Luca was on the bench for Notts County.
I was going to say, did he make the move at the finish? Because it was, I only saw.
Yeah, he's there. He came on. He came on for Jody Jones.
Yeah, I just noticed as well that an odd signing, that one. Al Joffrey for Notts must have signed from Accrington. He was the lad who scored the own goal against us for us when we played them last year.
Oh right, yeah.
So Luca got on with 10 minutes to go. See.
Yeah, he got on for Jody Jones, and then where's that big striker gone? Is he still there? That
Jatta.
Jatta, yeah.
I don't know where he went.
He wasn't in the team or in the squad, so whether he's left or he's injured.
He's moved on, but I can't remember where.
Jatta.
He got sent off, didn't he? Yeah. So Jatta didn't play for Notts.
No.
So struggled to get a visa. Did you say in the?
He didn't get a visa for their pre-season tour of Germany.
Bit of a disruptor.
So he couldn't. Yeah, so he didn't go, but he's suspended from the playoff semi-final.
I mentioned, but I never twigged. I never put the 2 and 2 together.
No,
just saying he got sent off. Didn't do the 2 and 2 together. So that was your results from yesterday. I think we've covered everybody, haven't we? Well, that was a late finish, that one.
And Grimby Town 1-3-0.
Yeah. So what a start. Yeah, you've got to ride the positive when it's there. It's easy to moan when things aren't going well. But all's well that starts well.
That's it. You can only beat what's in front of you. And we've got Harrogate next Saturday away.
Another positive note, if you don't mind me mentioning it, yesterday was to see your dad back at Blundell Park. That was a great, great sight to behold. Even though we missed him sitting with us, to see him sat in the sunshine there over in the Techies Orbs.
Stand, yeah.
Yeah. So I just wondered if they had padded seats in there as well, just to get all the jokes in about absorbance.
Yeah, he was happy. He was happy in there.
What a game to come back to, eh? His lucky talisman, the lucky egg is back.
Yeah, he was moaning about David Artell keeps on standing up, and
that's only because he was in his way.
Yeah, he said he's a big bloke, isn't he?
Oh, yeah,
But yeah, they were in the sunshine, and they said, "Oh, they were quite warm and that." And I said, "Well, bloody hell, we was in the pontoons. It got a bit chilly second half."
It was that breeze just off, didn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, he's back, and the operation worked. With Lucy getting them there and getting them back and picking them up and
military precision.
Oh, it was like a military operation. I went round there after the game. Did I tell you that? I went and walked round to meet Lucy, and she was there with the car. The stewards are very good. Because Doreen wanted a program when they got there, and the steward, Lucy said to the steward, "Oh, she wants a program. Where'd you get one?" He went and got one for her.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's all the little things, and
that's off the culture of the club then.
Yeah, I'm going to give Fran a message and say she did it very helpful.
Well, I mean, the club gets a lot of moans and groans when things aren't right, or even if they are right and they don't suit some people, they get clogged, don't they? So it's nice to say when things go well. I did the same when I fell over outside on the day after the King's coronation, the Wimbledon game, last game of the season. I fell over outside the back of the whatever it was called that week, and the attention and the care that was taken of me to get me back stood up and in for a pint before the game was you're second to none. I mean,
they were they're very good, and I'd say I went to see my dad at half time. I popped through from the pontoon, and the security they just let me through, and that's fine. I came back, so explaining my dad's come first time I've not been with him in 40 years, 35 years, and they were good.
And our dads are like people that introduce us to it, and the time we spend with them at the match, I know it is for me, is really special. And but I know he missed a segment of last year after his
knee op,
what have you.
But
no, genuinely great to see him back. I wonder if he'll like that front row so much in December, but you never know.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit sad. He's been a bit, not been in the pontoon with me. It's a change, but he got there. We got him there, and couldn't have got a better day.
Yeah, well, give him my best and tell him I'm pleased to see him back there. I believe at half time, Jane and I in the pontoon made an appearance on Sky. In the halftime break.
Yeah, that's it. You were there. Andy was in the corner falling asleep as well.
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? I did speak to him at halftime to make sure he was awake, and it was good to see him back at Blundell Park for the first time in a few years as well. Yeah, I was dead chuffed to see him, and he's
dead chuffed.
Happy to be there.
Got my dad's seat, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, somebody we know.
And
there's lots of positivity around, and say long may it continue.
Yeah, looking forward to the next game, Harrogate, and then Newport County next home game, isn't it? So,
and it was great to see you modelling the shirt yesterday as well, outside the ground, doing your man at CNA. Or your Freeman's catalogue. You were just missing a pointing version of the photograph.
Got to put your leg up and do this, haven't you? Catalogues.
Yeah.
We always do that on holiday when we're with Lucy's sister. Catalogue pose, taking a photograph. Well, you got to be pointing in countryside.
But it shows off the great merchandise that the club is currently sharing with us in their latest Umbro collection. So it's great to see.
Well, we're going to have to wear the same shirts for the next game, I think.
Yeah.
Because I can't change my shirt until
the
shirt. So
same team then. Same team next week.
Same team next week. Yeah, I'll keep my home shirt for the away games.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss the Shrewsbury game because I'm away. Next week you're away, so we'll be doing the pod without you next week. Shame, but we're working on somebody coming on to join.
Right.
Next week. Because
I'm not away. I'm only away for the day. I'm not going away for the weekend.
Yeah,
so.
But I've got to record on the Saturday though. That's the only thing. So,
oh right, yeah. We're
so you're out
Saturday.
for the spell of recording. Unfortunately, it's my fault next week. But all positivity taken forward. Like I say, it was good to get on the radio yesterday, walking through Sydney Park and like walking on air. As I said to Ollie on the radio, it was like I've never seen Sydney Park look so beautiful on a Saturday evening.
We're there.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah. especially walking around in circles talking on the phone. And interestingly, as I told you before, somebody waved to me, my friend John Campbell. Sorry, John, if you watch this, I did clock you. I did kind of acknowledge you, but I completely lost the thread of what I was talking about as I was waving back to you. And
hello, Johnny.
And completely lost my thread. And I was panicking that I'd said something stupid or totally unaligned with what I was saying. And as I listened to it back last night, I discovered that I managed to wing it on one engine. I did get through it, and it did kind of make sense. So it was more by good luck than good judgment.
You did well there, then.
On that bombshell, we'll leave it there. Thanks again, Steve. Great start to the season. Let's hope for more of the same. And for the first time this season, for the Mariners!
Oh, the Mariners!
The chuffing Mariners. Good luck, mate. Speak to you in a week, no doubt, and all the very best to you.
Yes, mate. I was just one more thing. I said I saw something yesterday about Crawley, but it was a bad day for Crawley yesterday because obviously they lost, and Zach Crawley got bowled last ball, didn't he?
Oh, no.
Yesterday was the last ball of the day. Crawley got out.
Oh god!
So it was
a bad day for Crawley.
Bowled, LB bowled out.
Funny, the things you say to strangers, and I hope you don't get filled in. I went to a test match in, I can't tell you when it was. It's probably in the early 2000s, and it was at Headingley. And sometimes you hear somebody say something really stupid, and you think, I can't let that opportunity pass.
Leave that one.
And the bloke said behind me, he said, "Bloody Mike Atherton," he said, "was out to the last ball he faced last night." I said, well, I turned around and I said, if he was out, it would have been the last ball he faced, wouldn't it? So you can't be more balls if you're out.
Yeah.
And he went, oh, yeah, I think I know what I mean.
He got out on his last ball.
Yeah, because he didn't have any more, he was out. So for the second... Sorry, go on.
No, I say you get a little statement like that and you think that's... Nah,
it was comedy gold, just too good to miss. Unfortunately, he took it in good part.
Yeah.
Didn't fill me in, and I made it out of the test match in one piece.
If the keeper hadn't saved that, there'd been a goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that.
Yeah. He's out to the last.
All right, then, mate.
On that bombshell, and for the second time this season, in 2 minutes, up the Mariners! Up the chuffing Mariners! Don't forget, we'd love you to get involved in our podcast. If you want to get in touch, you can contact us on our social media on X at 3fishontheshirt. Or you can contact us through our email, contact@3fish.co.uk. You can also access all our content through our YouTube portal on the website or directly on YouTube, where we're there as @3fishontheshirt. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Well, that's a wrap for this week's 3 Fish on the Shirt, your ultimate Grimsby Town podcast. Thanks for tuning in and being part of our community. Whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on Apple Podcast, through Amazon, Audible, Spotify, iHeartRadio or Podchaser, or anywhere else you get your podcast from. If you're loving what we're doing and want more match analyses, in-depth discussions, exclusive interviews, then just hit subscribe. It's completely free and it helps us grow to bring you even better content, and it keeps that Mariners conversation alive. If you want to listen on the go, just ask your smart speaker to search for 3 Fish on the Shirt Grimsby Town Podcast, or find us at any of the podcast locations we've already mentioned. Drop a comment, leave a review, and share the pod with fellow Mariners, because football's always better when we talk about it together. Until next time, up the Mariners!